Hello everyone! If y'all are new to this channel, I'm Izzy. I like to make hauls, vlogs, and everything in between. Today I'm gonna have y'all get ready with me while I talk about basically anything that comes to mind. I didn't really plan what I was gonna say for this video because I just wanted it to come as naturally as possible. The funny thing is, I knew I was gonna do makeup today, but I forgot to wash my brushes. So they're all here and all of them are still wet, so I just hope they dry out by the time I start my makeup. I'll get started on my makeup in just a bit, but while we're waiting for my brushes to dry, I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Dossier perfumes for sending me some of their items to try. I'm a perfume junkie, so y'all know I had to take this opportunity when I saw it. I actually have kind of a funny story with this collab. I initially thought that the email was fake. The reason I thought it was fake though is because the domain for the email address was different from the official Dossier perfumes domain. So I honestly thought that they were trying to steal all of my personal info. I almost didn't do the collab because I was just too cautious and scared of getting everything I have stolen from me. I ended up sending a message to a different email address to confirm that the other one wasn't like a scam email address. And as you can see, it wasn't a scam, so thank God. I didn't open these yet because I wanted to show y'all my first impressions, so let's see what we got. So this is the first perfume. It comes with a little card to describe what notes are in the fragrance. And then here is the perfume. This one is Fruity Brown Sugar, and it honestly sounds pretty good from the notes on the website. Oh, I see. So the cap is actually magnetic. When I was pulling it open, I felt a little bit of push or pull. You know how magnetism works. I was just like, oh, what do we have here? I'm gonna try it out for y'all right now. I'm just gonna spray it onto my wrist. Let's let that dry for a bit. I literally flap my wings just so that it dries faster. Oh, this might just be because it hasn't fully dried yet, but from far away it smells very strongly of brown sugar, but as I go closer I start to smell more of the fruity notes and it becomes a lot sharper. So let's try out the other scent that they sent. The second scent is the Gourmand White Flower scent. I was actually excited for this one because this is supposed to be inspired by the Flower Bomb perfume, which if y'all don't know, that is like my favorite perfume of all time. I don't own it yet. I only have like a mini size or like a sample size version of it. I thought it would be nice to see if there's a cheaper alternative to that scent. Okay, let's try this one. Okay, I didn't spray that much for this one, but hopefully I can get a good sense of what it smells like based on that tiny spritz. I should make a whole dance out of this. Okay, from my memory I will say that this smells slightly sweeter than Flower Bomb, but I honestly don't mind that because I'm a sucker for sweet scents. Let's put this back in its pretty little box. Thank you again to Dossier for sending me these perfumes and dealing with my paranoia. I really thought it was a scam at first. Okay, I think my brushes are dry enough to start, so let's begin. First I gotta take out the beloved Purple Heart mirror. Actually, let me turn on my light first. Alexa, light on. Yay! She said let there be lights. So yes, purple mirror. When I saw this at the store, I could not resist getting it because purple is my favorite color. So we're gonna start with eyebrows. So actually the reason I'm doing this little get ready with me is because I need to film some more content. Not only this video, but I've also started posting a lot more on Instagram Reels, TikTok, and stuff like that. I also have some video clips that I have yet to edit, so technically maybe I shouldn't be filming new content so soon. But at the same time I kind of have to because I have to catch up on all of the gifted stuff and collabs that I've been doing. I'm pretty behind on that, so I just decided I'm going to take a couple hours today to just film content straight. This is not budging today. The thing is, I love using eyebrow pomade, it's just that it can become really hard to use. For me, it's only really soft during the summer, and I guess that makes sense because it's super hot then. But anyways, back to what I was saying. I need to catch up on different types of content that I'm making. I'm honestly so surprised that I even decided to branch out into TikTok and Reels and stuff, because I made a couple TikToks prior to when I actually took it seriously. I just never really found myself doing them until now. Honestly, it's pretty fun filming and editing TikToks. I feel like I've been doing that so much more these days because they take a lot less time to do in comparison to YouTube videos. And in general, I feel like it just gets the point across sooner. I think that's something I've been learning how to do, how to convey information in a relatively short amount of time. Actually, for those that don't know me too well, I recently graduated with a graphic design degree. So our whole line of work is about effectively communicating things to people through visuals. I guess that is partly why I'm so drawn to making TikToks. Not only that, but just like social media stuff in general. Even for things like YouTube, you still have to condense your video down to a specific amount of time in order for it to be effective in communicating what you want to your audience. Because I don't think most people these days would want to see a 2+ hour long video of someone rambling about things with no sort of cohesion. Okay, this is bothering me. I'm just going to leave it at that before I mess it up anymore. I've been spending a lot of time making content and trying to expand my social media portfolio, especially since I just got out of my first job. Yes, I've already left my first job. Oh wait, I have to take off my glasses for this, hold on. In my last video, that little life update thing that I did a couple months ago, I mentioned how I had finally gotten my first big girl job. I was a social media manager for those couple months. Oh no. Oh, this is not working out how I expected it to be. I was actually trying to see if the wet brush method would work better for eyeshadows, and I honestly don't know how I feel about this because it's pretty different from what it looks like normally when I use dry brushes. Then again, I didn't really have a choice. It was either this or wait another like hour or so. Oh god. Okay, I'm gonna need to fix that, but let me just get this even first so that at least we're working with something relatively even. But yes, as I was saying, through my last job I learned a lot about how the ins and outs of social media management works, specifically when it comes to managing a company's social media, because that's definitely a different experience than running your own social media accounts. Okay, now that I blended it out, it looks slightly better, but I think I still have to go in and fix it. Now, with all these good things I'm saying, you would think that I would have stayed at the job, right? Yeah, I ended up not doing that. It wasn't anything bad about the people or the company or whatever. They were actually experiencing budgeting issues right around the time that I left. So that combined with just having different goals for myself in the long run, I decided to part with the company. All of us are still on good terms though. I don't have any bad blood with them, and honestly I'd like to work with them again in the future if possible. Oh man, I feel like I messed it up. Let's just keep doing this, see if it works. Let's just extend it out that way so we can hide our little mistakes. Even though I don't think that'll actually hide the little mistakes, it'll just make them worse. So yes, like 4, 5, 6, it's almost 6 months after graduation. Wow, almost half a year. Almost half a year after graduation, I am still looking for a job. I have been looking at things that I'm interested in though, and just really trying to reach out to my network. That's one of my biggest problems when it comes to job hunting. I feel like I don't want to bother anyone in my network, so I just end up not reaching out to people at all. And I know that that's not the case and that they would be more than willing to help in some way, but I don't know, for some reason I just have really bad anxiety when it comes to that. So, oh god, let's just wipe this part off. I don't like this anymore. You know what, let's look at it with the glasses and see what happens. Okay, it's not too bad. We can work with this. We can work with this. We can work with this. Just keep blending. Keep blending. Okay, that looks a lot better. But yeah, I feel like that is one of the harder parts about job hunting though. I don't think anyone wants to seem like a bother, but way more often than not, you are actually not a bother to the other person. And that's something that I have to remember as I continue to job search. I do potentially have a job lined up though. I just need to see like what further steps I have to take. So hopefully that turns out well. Because honestly, I am in dire need of money right now. I did get my last paycheck from my old job, but I definitely need something more steady if I want to, you know, like live and have fun. Okay, I'm not gonna touch that anymore because if I try to, I will probably mess something up again. But I'm going to add a little bit of shimmer. Yeah, I'm just like super concentrated on getting the shimmer right because I messed up the eyeshadow. This always happens to me. I get like super fixated whenever both sides of my makeup are not like equal to each other. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, now that I look at it in this light, it looks fine. I think I need to like just trust myself. I'll just add a little bit of shimmer to the bottom as well. Actually, I'll do that after I put on concealer, just so that I don't end up spreading a bunch of glitter under my eye. Next, we're gonna go in with some concealer. Hopefully this works. Oh no. Oh no, maybe I put too much. Okay, now I think we're good. Also, speaking of my financial situation, I've been working a lot more on just all of the other side hustles I have, like social media, selling clothes, and actually my own brand. In case y'all don't follow my Instagram or you haven't seen the life update video from a couple months ago, I actually started my own little brand. It's called Moop the Killer Bear. That is spelled M-O-O-P, the Killer Bear. That is the Instagram handle as well as just the brand name in general. I'm wearing the embroidered crew neck that we sell. I've actually been trying to get these back in stock, but it's been a little hard because I kind of have two options right now. Either spend a lot of money to get a manufacturer that does both the supplying of the crew necks and the embroidering, or get my own embroidery machine. And I don't know which one I would rather do, honestly. The reason I was able to make these in the first place is because I just found a supplier that just had the plain crew necks without any embroidery on them. And then because I was still a student at my alma mater, they had an embroidery machine, so we didn't have to... Oh, fuck. Oh, I don't know if y'all can see this, but I just took out a chunk of my blush. I guess I'll just use this then. But yeah, because I was still a student at the school, I was able to use the embroidery machine that they had in the art lab. And honestly, I took those resources for granted because now that I don't have them anymore, I realize how expensive everything is. And it kind of makes me sad. Like, embroidery machines cost upwards of $1,000. I literally did not know that until I had to look for one because I had never needed to look for one prior to that, you know? So I don't know if I put too much blush, but we're just gonna blend it out. Oh, well, hope it works, hope it works. Embroidery machines cost upwards of $1,000, and that doesn't even include all the materials necessary for that, including the threads, the needles, and everything like that. So I decided to give up on getting my own machine because I just thought that it would be too much work. And frankly, I don't have the space or the money to be able to afford having an embroidery machine and constantly using it. Oh, and also the energy. Embroidering 12 crew necks took so much time and effort, so I can't imagine in the case that I somehow become famous and I need to make more of them. I don't know how I'm going to be able to manage that. But on the other hand, it's so hard finding a good manufacturer because all of them are super expensive. I can understand why, because the embroidering does take a lot of work after all, but it just makes me really sad because I don't want to have to upcharge a shit ton just to make enough for it to be worth selling the crew necks in the first place. I think that's a good amount of blush. Oh, I realized I forgot to put concealer on this little bug bite I have over here. I honestly don't even know how I got that in the first place. I just remember one summer day, my face started itching and lo and behold, the bug bites. I guess it's not that noticeable on camera, but I notice it, so that means that I would like to cover it up. No, I don't know if I put it in the correct spot. I realized I could have done that with my glasses on because they don't block it anyways. Oh yeah, I missed it. Anyways, back to my little spiel. I just really want to be able to sell the crew necks because I just love selling my art. And honestly, seeing people wear my crew necks just makes me so happy every time. Because it just shows me that y'all enjoy what I made. And so much that you would wear it outside, you know what I mean? I just hope I can get that for you soon because I want to continue sharing my work with y'all and possibly going into other types of media from Troupe. Maybe that's a sneak peek, maybe that isn't. It's up to you to decide. Seems like it's not getting covered. I don't know if I'm just not putting enough, but I don't want to put too much because after all, this concealer is lighter than my forehead skin tone. And lastly, we're getting to my favorite makeup item, which is lashes. So let's see what lashes I want to use. This feels like the vibe today. Oh no, never mind, we're not using these. A piece of them just fell, so that means that it might be time to throw them out. Let's use this one. I don't know if I want to use this one. You know what, let's just do it, because why not? Oh yeah, related to YouTube, I recently got access to the community tab, which is super exciting. I honestly didn't know that I already met the required amount of subs to get the community tab because I remember you need to be at least 500 subscribers, I think. And I'm only at 440 something. I guess they said, you know what, close enough. I'm super excited to start using it. I feel like it'll really get me back into doing YouTube regularly, especially because I feel like it can be more of a space where you have the freedom to suggest any type of video ideas, not only to y'all watching the video right now, but also to all my subscribers in general. I just want to see what kind of content y'all will be interested in. Like, is there anything I haven't done that y'all would like to see? Or do you think I should just keep rocking and do my thing? Because I have so many ideas lined up for y'all. I just haven't been able to get to them because obviously of school and my past job. Oh, and also traveling a lot. I've been traveling back and forth between New York City and where I am right now, which is just in upstate New York. I genuinely miss living in New York City because every time I visit, I always remember how accessible everything is. And then I compare it to where I live now and I'm just like, I don't do anything here because there's nothing to do and I can't transport myself to wherever it is I want to go to. Okay, let's put this on. Please stay on. Okay, that's not staying on. The glue dried too fast, so I have to reapply it. Oh. Where'd it go? Oh no. Okay, great. So the first pair of lashes I wanted to try are broken. Then the second pair that I wanted to try, one of them is missing now. So we're on the third pair of lashes, I guess. I technically could run over and get some from my makeup drawer, but I'm too lazy to do that. I'm already very comfy here. Okay, let's hope these work. I guess I've been having a problem with YouTube lately in that I just feel like I have so many routes I want to go into, but not enough time to fully flesh them out. That's the thing with me. I honestly don't know how to decide on something, which I guess is why I'm in this place. I don't know when I'm gonna move. I just know that I want to move at some point. And the thing is also, I don't know where I want to move first. I feel like this indecisiveness is what's keeping me stuck here. I feel like at this point I kind of just have to pick something and then run with it. Because honestly, I have so many options of where to go, what job to have, what kind of content I should make. Like, there's a lot of things that I have choice in, and for some reason I'm like so aversive to that. Like, don't get me wrong, I like having choice, but because I have so many choices, it overwhelms me and I feel like I can't truly make a decision. I tend to overthink every possible path that I could take regarding literally anything in my life. And as a result, it tells my brain to just stay where I am and not think about anything. I guess it's kind of like avoiding all my problems, which I don't think it's necessarily problems that I have. It's just choices that I have to make in life, which I guess is a problem in itself. Okay. Lash number 3. Let's hope this works. Okay, I think that worked. Oh, thank goodness. The placement is a little weird. It's not necessarily where I would usually put it. But honestly, at this point, as long as my lashes are on, I'm happy. Okay, now all I have to do is get the other one on, and then we are done with this little look. Oh no, the corner feels like it's falling off. No, I don't care. It's fine. It doesn't look like it's falling off anyways. Because we're near the end of the video, I guess I just have like one final thought that I have to say. I think that post-grad life is so confusing. I feel like that's kind of been the theme of this entire video, if not also about content creation. Maybe that's what I'll title it, I don't know. But to y'all watching who are still in college, or in high school, or just in school in general, you got it. If I made it out, you can too. Okay, I'm just looking at the rest of what I've done, and honestly, not too bad. I was scared that it would turn out worse. Let's just see what happens when we finally get this lash on. Oh no. What is happening? Please stick on. Make my life easy. Get this over with. In all my times of putting on lashes, it always turns out badly whenever a camera is rolling, which is just, that's just unfair. I'll just let that dry because I think some of it is still wet. But for the most part, I think we got it. Okay, we're finally done to the last step. All I have to do is just fill in the gap between my real lashes and the fake lashes with eyeliner. Okay, I have to be careful with this because I think it's leaking, so sometimes it just splashes onto things and I never know if it actually does or not until like way after. I always poke my eye out during this step, so I just hope I don't poke my eye today, because that would be embarrassing to do that on camera. There are clumps of eyeliner. Oh no! This is what I meant when I said my eyeliner just splashes randomly and I don't know. I just found a bunch of specks on my cheek. Oh shit. I don't know if y'all can see that, but there's just a bunch of eyeliner on my nails. Okay, now we're good. Let's just put this down so I can see some final words. And we are done with the makeup look. I didn't really feel like going all out today, so I just stuck with this neutral look. Honestly, I get really distracted trying to do makeup and talking at the same time, but surprisingly, I think I did a good job this time. Thank y'all for watching. It's been really hard trying to keep up a consistent schedule for YouTube, but I'm trying to ease myself back into it slowly. I think I'm gonna try to do like one video a month and then try to increase the frequency from there. If y'all would like to see more of my content, all of my socials are linked down below. And again, huge thanks to Dossier for collabing with me. Let me know your thoughts about this video either in the comments, in the community tab, even in my Instagram messages. Literally feel free to contact me anywhere. I will try my best to get to every single one of your replies. Like I said earlier, I have a ton of video ideas lined up, so stay tuned and see what's next. Stay safe and I'll see you all in the next video.